Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Adrian with another release for Avo. Today we're releasing 3.6. We have quite a few things to release. First of all, I apologize. I'm a week late, so the release was last week, but I was traveling and I just couldn't find the time and space to film this. So I apologize, but this is just a week late, but no worries. We have cool things to talk about. So let's take it bottom up as we always do in the maintenance. Add blank layout. This is not really maintenance, but I don't know if it's an enhancement. So basically what happened is whenever you're seeing things in a turbo frame, something like an association, like has many or has one, or the cards on a dashboard. Now, instead of rendering them in the regular, let me just show you, in the regular layout, we actually render them so instead of rendering them like this, we render them in a blank layout. So now they are so much more performant. They don't have to render all of this, the sidebar, the header, the footer, the extra queries, and so on. So basically, it'll just be what we need, which is actually just this bit right here. So now this is more performant. What else? Update tags field and fixing the styles, update some dependencies, enable coverage and undercover. So these are just, maintenance-y kind of things. Bug fixes, resource search. So we had an issue where the resource search was not showing up if you didn't have any policies defined, but it actually should have. So now this is just fixed. That edge case should not happen anymore. Select Boolean false value. So if you had this at false, it would actually show it as nil, as blank, but actually we want to show it as no. So that is fixed as well. This is something that we need to add a dependency in Avo menu. Hide the resource with record when detect fields on new. What is this? Okay, yeah. So we needed to change a little bit the before action. So we were trying to detect the fields without a record, but now we have a record, so that's even better. Custom save button default label. So we weren't hydrating properly the resource sometimes, and now so the button wouldn't show up, the save button wouldn't show up properly, but now it does. So that's another bug squashed. Keep Avo custom JS template on build. Just what it says. We didn't have it, now we have it. Search when link to resource child. Yep. So sometimes this is another edge case when you had link to resource child set to true, so you have maybe STI or something. The search wouldn't work properly, but now it will use the correct URL. Keep original view after running update or create actions. Again, edge case fixed. We don't need to talk about that too much. Search item title. Again, if your title was actually an integer, that really crashed the search and that wasn't good. So now we are 2s'ing it, so it should be better now. Date, time fields, time zone. Whoever worked on date, time zone kind of stuff know what a pain in the ass this is, and we are trying to support as many edge cases and as many use cases as possible. So what we're trying to do is actually try to detect the time zone in which the browser is, and we are converting that date time into the browser's date time. And we had a bug where the time zone wasn't properly detected, so now it should be. Collect errors from record without exception. Yep, so you were able in the past to set errors on a before update actually, like an update action. So you could just say errors add, but in the past you were supposed to raise an error. So basically the whole life cycle, the whole thing just didn't crash, but actually raised the validation error. And now what we did, it's kind of like a breaking change, but if it didn't happen to you, it shouldn't happen to you. So now basically instead of having in the before update what do you call it, hook, instead of doing errors add and then raising, you just add the errors. And now we're figuring out, okay, does this record have any errors? Okay, let's just show the validation errors and to the user. So basically it should be a little bit more safer around, you know, hidden kind of errors. Fixed typo on the cover, exactly that. Multiple word. Okay, so what's happening is we are caching. Whenever you see a table, we're caching the table rows by default. You can disable this configuration. You can check it out in the docs. So we're caching it after a certain hash, and if you had a 2-word resource like super team, the hash wouldn't have the proper key, but now it does. So yeah, it's more here. So instead of saying app avo resources course _ link, it would say just without underscore, and that would mess up the cache hash. So now this is just better. Visibility and drag and drop visibility and associations. Yep, we had a bug where the drag and drop wasn't visible in association and it didn't render properly. So now that is fixed. Let's move on to the features. Prevent overriding internal controllers. It's a small one, but whenever you're generating an Avo resource, if you already have a controller, like for example, we had this use case where somebody was generating an action resource, but we already have an Avo actions controller for, you know, all the pretty actions that you can run. So that would just interfere with the actual actions. It would work with the resources, but it would fail with the actions. So now it will show you an error. It will show you a warning. Action icon and the divider. This is a cool one. So let's see, where do we have one? I think on fish, maybe, hopefully, no, maybe on user. I'm not prepared for this. Okay, perfect. Do you see it? So first of all, you can change the icon for an action. This is something that I wanted to do forever. And you can also add a divider between actions. I know it's ugly as hell. We're gonna work on it. It's on our list to just improve everything. But right now we just want to say, okay, just put the divider there. Let's change the icon and forget about it, and we'll figure it out later. So we know it's ugly. We're gonna fix it. But you can change the icon and the divider. So thanks so much, Gabriel. This is our other junior developer that is working part-time right now at Avo. Callable default view type. Yep, we had this issue where you would want to change the view type depending on something else, maybe the user agent or the whatever, the user type, and you couldn't, and now you can. Ordering in grid view. Again, another improvement with ordering. Now you can order the cards in a grid view. Support composite primary keys on show, edit, and update. So thank you so much, Felipe, for this. Configure custom save label per resource user localization. Yeah. So this is something that we have a bigger PR on this, but I don't know. We're gonna work on this. So basically, you can change the label for the save button per resource. So this is still in beta. We're probably going to change it a little bit. We have a bigger PR in progress to change more and more things based on just a resource. But yeah, this is pretty much it for 3.6. Oh, this was actually quite fast. In other words, I'm just back from Sin City Ruby and from Tropical.rb. It was a blast. Sin City Ruby, great as always. Many cool people there. Not many people, but the very coolest. Tropical.rb, that was a surprise for me. That was just amazing. The Brazilian people are so welcoming. It was such a nice show, such a big production. It was just super cool and nicely organized. I am back. I will be at Balkan Ruby next week, in 2 weeks from now, so definitely come check us out. I'll be there with Paul and with Gabriel, so the whole team will be there. So if you have questions for us, definitely come and ask away. Would definitely love to talk about Avo. Not only that, otherwise, I think we announced, I'm not sure if I told you, but we announced the first batch of speakers for Friendly.rb. It's going to be a cool one. So Rosa Gutierrez from 37 Signals, Nabila Yusuf from Factorial, Steven Markheim, aka SQLite Jesus, the SQLite guy, and Tom Rossi from Buzzsprout. It's a very nice starting of the lineup, and we have a couple of more surprises for you. So we still have some tickets left. Where is it? It's at the bottom. Yeah, so the early bird tickets are sold out. Now we have general and supporter tickets. Supporter tickets, you're gonna get some unique swag. So if you're interested in that, definitely get this. It's gonna be worth it, I think, if you like swag, if you like unique things. What else? We have a few amazing sponsors. To Performant, which is a Romanian-based company, and AppSignal, which everybody knows. We all love Stroopwafels. They both wanted to sponsor this year. They wanted to be by our side, and we definitely thank them for helping us put up this beautiful event. So, Oh, the CFP is open as well. So if you're looking into public speaking, if you have something nice to speak about, to tell your community about, or to teach others, definitely hit that CFP button. Friendly.rb is going to be cool this year as well. We do have a couple of nice help wanted issues out here if you want to, take on a challenge. First of all, keyboard shortcuts. We kind of laid out what the basic kind of feature, but if you want to contribute and make it a little bit better, so definitely we need some help there. Make action forms better. We got this request before to have some kind of client-side validation. We have some ideas, but definitely come and check it out. MapLibre support. So again, we are using Mapbox, which has, I think, a 50,000 requests per month free limit. So if you want to extend this to something else, we are definitely going to support it. Real-time support from editing resource view. So, something with broadcasts, refresh at. Fuzzy search for drop-downs. This is something that we are going to tackle, and I don't know, we're going to use probably the Hotwire combo box. We'll figure it out. And a few other things. So definitely come on our issues and click the help wanted label, and we would like to get some help from you. We also have an interesting CFP. Where is it? No. Oh, actually, it is a CFP. It's not a CFP. It's an RFC. Pedro Augusto Ramaldo Duarte, thank you so much. We've seen he's been a long-time user of Avo since, I think, version 1. We met in Brazil, so that was amazing. And he made this small proof of concept kind of feature about having APIs built from the DSL of Avo. So I don't know, this is just great. It's gonna throw in like a new kind of face on Avo. You will be able to do more things. Plenty of things to work on. I think next we're going to finish our first enterprise feature, which is the audits. It's coming out nicely. It's rather beautiful. What else? A lot of people have asked for the Kanban board, Kanban view. We're gonna probably start working on that as well. What pull requests? What else do we have here? A few nice quality of life improvements, autofocus first field in actions, linkable association titles. This is something that I want to build. For attribute, this is going to be really cool for fields. So now whenever you have things like, let's see, user, now maybe let's go to team resource. So whenever you have something like field name, as I'm going to choose a basic example, and this would be, hide on display. and then we're gonna have another one, show on display, right? So whenever we're gonna have these, and maybe, you know, they're gonna be customized with different options. This always presented a problem with this because it had the same ID, because this ID represents the attribute of the record, but now you'll be able to do something like attribute and say name, and we'll do the same here. And this can be, you know, could be like a form name, and this could be display name. And now this would just work properly. Avo would know which attribute you're talking about. So it's just a little bit, it's improving the API a little bit. What else? Delegated field type. Yes, we are bragging that we support all the Rails associations, which we kind of do, but we don't have the best support for delegated types. I can admit that. And delegated types are really awesome. We support STI, very nice, single table inheritance, but we could support delegated types a little bit better. And we have started working on that a little bit. What else? What else? This is a cool little feature. It's not little, it's a beautiful one, and I cannot wait to have a nice story around it. So basically having a plus button in, like, you know, create a new thing in the sidebar. And this is great, but I don't know if why we want it like this. We do have some ideas about the menu, about the sidebar, and we would like to improve that. We know that it's not perfect. So please bear with us a little bit longer, a little while longer until we figure things out. So this is great, but it's not like, you know, super awesome, and we want to ship an amazing feature. Thank you, Neil. Definitely thank you for putting on the you know, the groundwork, because we're going to use whatever you put on here, and thank you for putting in the work. Yep, and I think of course, resource adapters and other things, extra fields in grid view. And again, I don't have any screenshots. I should have added some screenshots. So the gist is that you'll be able to add custom fields to your card. So right now you can customize the cover URL, the title, and the body. And that's about it. But now you'll be able to add more fields here. So if you want to know price or a badge or something else, they would just be around here. So yeah, that's a cool thing. So again, cool things are coming. We're working on a few things. We definitely love your feedback in the Discord, on the repo. We definitely love your help and support. Yeah, let me see. And thank you for all the support you've been giving us, and all the PRs you've been sending us. So Felipe Gusti, Jan, thank you so much for the undercover CI integration, Neil, yeah, looking forward for the future of Avo. So again, see you at Balkan Ruby, maybe some other events here and there. See you at Friendly, and see you at Rails World. So definitely we're gonna see each other and in some events. Cool. That's about it for today. Thank you so much for being awesome. Thank you for, you know, being an awesome community member, for your contributions, and for, you know, keeping Avo alive, keeping us working on Avo. And I'll see you soon. Thank you.